The opposite is often true. Consumers bring a TV home and wish they had gone larger. Alessi notes screens 70 inches and above are a huge growth category in the TV industry right now. 70 inches. I remember when it was 27 inches. Oh boy. Think about where you want to put your TV and what size will fit. Online, many retailers allow you to filter your search according to criteria like screen size and brand. 2. Budget.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that the only thing we're talking about here?
But you need room for that big TV in your budget. Thankfully, the period leading up to the Super Bowl is a time for all-star deals. A 70-inch TV, for example, will have on the market leading up to Super Bowl at under $1,000, Leslie says. Last year, could I skip this?
Please do.
Okay.
This story is merciless.
How about I just go down the numbers?
Okay.
Okay. Because this article is too long and daunting, we're gonna...
The article's daunting. Yes, it is.
We're gonna just go through 3, 4, and 5 and just list what they say for 3, 4, and 5.
The TV shopping is daunting. The article about TV shopping is equally as daunting.
Connectivity and color. What are your views?
Conductivity and color? What do you mean? Like the resolution and the...
I think...
Oh, we're still on that story? I thought we were moving on to something else. Find something about donuts or something? Something good.
Accessories.
A donut that's a pizza. A pizza that's a donut. That's the kind of story I want to hear. Something like that. Wow, this is the despicable decadence. Like, you really thrill me.
Well, speaking of donuts and coffee and stuff like that.
Yes.
I think the former CEO of Starbucks is running for president.
That can't be true. I certainly hope not. Well, anyway, maybe I don't know. Maybe I do. Maybe I want him to be president. I don't know. Let me just retract that before there's a hailstorm of peanut brittle flying at my door.
Yeah.
From the peanut brittle gallery.
Ideal installation.
Live and let live, folks.
I think this article has gone to hell.
Yes, the whole thing has. I mean, I haven't heard anything interesting yet.
This has been a tough yesterday's news to get through. I think I know what I'm gonna do.
Give us something about pigs or dogs or something. I mean,
you read my mind.
Yeah.
Yes. I have something.
Get ready, folks.
It's Groundhog Day.
Oh, man. Groundhog Day is a step up from what we're coming from, too. Great movie. Not that great of an actual day when it happens.
Well, what happens? And this could be a movie for Ricky and Wolfman to do.
Technically, yes. We'll have to run that by my brother Ricky and see what he thinks.
See, when you could do the same day over and over and over again, what happens?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like that movie. It's Bill Murray, too. I mean, Bill Murray never lets you down.
Okay. Groundhog doesn't see his shadow, predicting early spring.
Yeah, everybody's trying to tell me this is going to be the winter of winters. We're doomed. Big Mac sauce is going to fly out of the sky. You know, it's like the groundhog says it's cool, so I think we should just relax.
Mm-hmm. Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, AP News.
Thank goodness.
It may be hard to believe as a large swath of the U.S. thaws out from a bitter polar vortex, but spring is coming early.
Is it?
I think so.
That's what the groundhog says.
That's what the groundhog says.
Well, let's follow this article. Let's try to pay attention.
According to handlers, for some of the country's most famous prognosticating groundhogs, just before 7:30 a.m. Saturday, Punxsutawney Phil emerged from his burrow in Pennsylvania at sunrise and didn't see his shadow. Nearly the same series of events unfolded about 300 miles, 483 kilometers to the east, where Staten Island Chuck's handlers also revealed the same prediction. The festivities have their origin in a German legend that says, if a furry rodent casts a shadow on February 2nd, winter continues. If not, spring comes early.
Thank goodness for the mystifying past. How would we ever get through winter without it?
In reality, Phil's prediction is decided ahead of time by the group of Gobbler's Knob, a tiny hill just outside Punxsutawney that's about 65 miles, 105 kilometers northeast of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
What a beautiful culture. This is so good.
This is,
America starts here.
Isn't it good? You see the groundhog come up. They, just like Phil mentioned in Groundhog Day, they knock on the thing. They see the groundhog come out, see his shadow. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's really great. I'm inspired by it.
I mean, just that groundhog to see into the future. It's just a wonderful thing.
I wonder what happens if a bear walks outside of his cave and sees his shadow on such a day. I wonder if there's implications to that.
I think everybody would want.
Bears Day. What is Bears Day? It's like Thursday. Birds Day. It's Birds Day. We're doomed. Stuff like that.
Yes. We're doomed.
Tuna mac will fall out of the sky in piles. That's what happens. That's what happens if the bear sees his shadow. Your whole driveway filled up with coleslaw. That's a terrible fate, isn't it? I mean, it's almost as bad as winter.
That's a terrible fate to be known by man.
Yes.
New York Mayor Bill de Blasio stopped attending Staten Island's Groundhog Day ceremony in 2015.
How dare he?
A year after he accidentally dropped the furry.
We're not supposed to laugh at stuff like this. This is a tragedy. By the way, if you see that video, you're either going to hate this guy or you're going to want to put a medal on him because it's terrible what happens to that rodent. It's terrible. It really is.
You gotta be kidding me. He killed the groundhog?
Look, I don't know if he killed the groundhog, but for all intents and purposes, the way it lands, the man fell like that off of a building. You would wonder. You would be very upset for the man. This groundhog fell to such a degree, he fell to unsafe limits for groundhogs. It's a terrifying thing, I'm telling you. And yes, you don't want to laugh, but it's just, you can't even understand what you're seeing when you watch this video. The internet takes everything like that and makes it forever.
They trusted him with the groundhog?
If you saw this guy, you wouldn't trust him with a groundhog. You certainly wouldn't trust him with your kid. I mean, he dropped this thing and it's like, ouch, you know? Oopsie daisy.
Poor groundhog.
Yeah, man. I mean, seriously.
I mean, I'm just,
We're not talking about de Blasio. We're not talking about political parties. We're talking about gravity and the groundhog and what happened between the two of them. Okay? So don't right away, well, I don't see you, your party. No, we're not talking political. We're talking about how the groundhog hit the ground. The groundhog. The hog ground. The ground, he got ground on the hog. He hit the ground. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't focus on the real thing. Don't focus on what color it is, like if it's blue or red.
You know,
God darn it all.
I'm just gonna say, I apologize for losing my composure, but I just, this is the first time I hear it, and I feel bad for the groundhog, and it's just, I haven't seen this video, and I don't think I want to see the video.
It might be a nightmare for you to see this video. On the other hand, if you look at it from a Tom and Jerry angle, it's actually not that bad. It depends on how... I don't wish any hurt on the little fella. I'm not the one that dropped him on his side. That was our lovely mayor, governor, or whatever he is. Whatever thing they made him do. Yeah, he never went back. You know why? The groundhog will definitely not come out if he's there. Either it's traumatized by what happened to it, or tale of what befell its family.
This is like the
groundhogs talk to each other. They go, hey, I don't necessarily know if I want to go outside today. What is it? Because there's Blasio's out there, and the last time he was here, one of our friends died. Yeah, I don't know if we should go outside now. It's dangerous. So they're all talking to each other, and they're like, this guy's horrifying. He's like Mussolini to them.
On the phone, we have Dmitry Afonov.
Well, I don't know about. Well, let's see. Dmitry, are you there? No, he's got a bad connection. He's the exact same place that Dirk Rimrod is at. Yeah, I think we've lost our Russian correspondent, Dmitry, falling off. We have really bad satellite reception for some reason. I don't know why.
Maybe he's looking for the groundhog.
Well, I don't know. He's looking for some mercy for it all, I think.
And he wasn't the only one. He wasn't the only New York City mayor who struggled with the holiday. Former Mayor Michael Bloomberg.
Yes. What did he do? What's the matter? What did he do? Did he kill another rodent?
No.
I hope not.
Former Mayor Michael. You finish reading that.
This can't be real. New York mayor who struggled with the holiday. Former Mayor Michael Bloomberg was bitten at a Groundhog Day ceremony in 2009. I like groundhogs. That's what I've come to discover today. I have learned something today. I've learned that groundhogs. I'm so happy that groundhog bit him. And then the other one had to bite the bullet and pay the hard... Oh, the groundhog community is an amazing community.
So you have one story where a groundhog met its untimely death, and you had another story where it bit the mare.
You know, if my spirit animal wasn't already Garfield and a bear, I would definitely have the groundhog as my spirit animal, because not only did it savage a mare, but it might have survived an attack from another. We don't know what happened to that groundhog. We don't know. Maybe he's disabled now. Maybe he's not dead. Maybe he's just, he's recovering. We should find out what happened to him. He didn't really drop him and kill him, did he? I mean, it can't be true.
At this point, I don't even know. It's too old to call.
We're gonna have to follow up with that, kid.